How's everybody doing, guys? M.V.K here, back again. No green screen today. No, just camera, me, and wanted to talk to you guys. So let's keep it real. San Diego Comic-Con has gone. To every PAC member or friend who went there, and I had a few friends that were there. San Diego Comic-Con is still one of those. It's still on my bucket list to get to someday, but in the meantime, it always is a pleasure just to see everybody have a good time and take pictures. And there was a lot of talk coming out of San Diego Comic-Con this year, especially in the world of comics, movies, as well as we were given trailers. We saw the official trailer to some upcoming movies that I definitely want to see. Captain Marvel and the Fury of the Gods. You guys know I won't call him by the wizard's name. I thought it was great. Go check out my reaction. It was fun. We saw She-Hulk official trailer, and boy, did that bring some interesting take, especially at the end. And of course, that beautiful and very emotional Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. I want to thank everybody for that reaction, because man, like my reaction got pushed. Last time I checked, it was at 200 views, and then next you know it popped up to 1,000K. I was like, yo, thank you for that. I appreciate that. But we saw other things. One of the biggest things is the rest of the phases of the MCU. Kevin Feige does not shock, and he does not. Shouldn't say he's shocked. Excuse me. Shouldn't say he doesn't shock, but he ceases to amaze us because he always has something coming, and mainly because one, Marvel wasn't at last year's Comic-Con. I don't think so. So it's great to see that, and I'm here to give my thoughts on Phase 5 and a little bit of Phase 6 and the meaning of Phase 5 and 6. What's it called? As well. So yeah, I'm just here to talk and give my thoughts on it, and just be me, guys. That's it. So Phase 4 we got 2 more projects for Phase 4. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, which airs in next month, and that's going to be one part of Phase 4. Pretty much the penultimate, I guess you could call it penultimate saga, penultimate for Phase 4. I believe it's 9 episodes, which is fine. They say it's a comedy, but I would say more of an action comedy, but that's right up She-Hulk's alley. I got no issues with that. I think Tatiana is going to kill it as Jennifer Walters. Seeing that trailer, you can see the CGI has gotten a lot better, but it looks great, and seeing all the characters in there. Someone said the Wrecking Crew is in that, and I swear to God, that better not, those 4 guys that she beat up, that better not be the Wrecking Crew. I'm like, oh hell no. Nah, man, nah. Come on, man. I'm serious with that one. But we did see a certain someone at the end of the trailer, and I'll get to him in a minute because his future is looking bright, big time. That's my phone. Sorry. The other thing I wanted to is Phase 4 is going to end with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So Phase 4 is ending with that, and that's a very suitable ending in my opinion. That trailer was so just beautiful. I love the Bob Marley, Kendrick Lamar mix of No Cry. you know, and of course there's speculation of who is the new Black Panther. And say what you want, but it looks like everything is building up to Shuri. Someone even said Rama could be it. If Angela Bassett turns out to be the new Black Panther, I'll okay. But that speech she gave, oh my God. I bet camera, I bet at some point camera guys or whoever was, when they were filming, they probably were crying, because that was just a powerful something that Angela Bassett can do on the fly. So I'm not shocked at anything she does. You know, such a legend and such a delight for the community. So yeah. But I'm glad. I liked what I saw in that trailer. Go watch my reaction. You'll hear me talk more about it. It was so, it made me cry. I was getting misty eyed. I was like, okay. And I love the significance of that song. Everything gonna be alright. I was like, it's talking. That song is talking to us as fans. As, hey, look, everything gonna be alright. Just, you know, I understand, but everything gonna be alright. So I appreciate that. Kevin Feige announces Phase 5, and then he goes into detail into Phase 5. So Phase 5 is gonna kick off with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And that comes out February 7, 2023. Which has I guess you could say the Ant-Man family going up against Kang the Conqueror. Jonathan Major, one of the variants he talked about. I'm glad they're making Kang a big deal. He's not just going to be a one and done. That was my biggest problem when they announced that he was going to be an Ant-Man and Wasp. I was like, don't make him a one and done character. You know, don't make him that. That's not what he's supposed to be. He is probably the number 2 or number 1. Him and Ultron always fight for number 1, who is the quintessential Avengers villain. It's always Ultron and Kang. So it is cool to see that. So yeah, not only that, we got Catherine Newton, who is taking over as Cassie, adult Cassie. I saw an image of all of them in their suits. That's fine. You know, I know there's probably a lot of people that are a little upset that the actress who played adult Cassie is not coming back. I was a little bit like, whoa, why'd y'all not cast her back? I guess maybe they wanted to go a little bit more authentic with comic book accuracy. Cassie is blonde, and sure, the actress could have just dyed her hair blonde, but I guess they just wanted to, you know. And she's coming around. She's doing her thing, and so we'll see. After that is Secret Invasion, which comes out in the spring, and Kobe and Sam Jackson are back, and basically it's revolving around there is a splinter cell of Skrulls that have infiltrated, of course, hence the Secret Invasion. It's playing off of the damn good story arc that was in Marvel Comics. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, it should be really, really interesting to see what they do with that. It's basically trying to figure out who can you trust and things like that. I didn't mind what the MCU did with the Skrulls, but I felt like there needed to be maybe different factions of Skrulls that aren't all cool with everything. So that's cool. I got no problem. We also got the lovely and talented Emily Clark is going to be in this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. We also next is May 5th, 2023 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And from what I was told, there is a lot of changes coming. Not just the fact that Adam Warlock is gonna be in there. He's gonna be finally in there. The kind of the search for, Gamora. She doesn't remember, because that is a different Gamora. It was said that Nebula has become a little bit more lighthearted and not as cold as her demeanor comes off. And shouts out to Kieran Gillen. She is such a talent to play that role. Every time I see her, I'm just like, Amy, what the hell are you doing? But then I'm just like, no, she's Nebula. They say also Mantis finally is going to start feeling a little bit more like who she's supposed to be. Like, for example, knowing martial arts, and I'm like, yeah, that should have been right away. I don't want her being some ditzy, shy. Mantis was not like that in the comics, and I'm just like, don't sleep on Mantis. Like, put her where she needs to be. But they also say there's going to be, we're going to see the origin of Rocket in this, and I'm like, okay. And Cosmo the dog is going to be in this one too. So we're going to get, I saw an interview with the actress who's going to voice Cosmo. So Cosmo the dog is going to be in it. We saw Cosmo, the Cosmonaut dog in the first one. He was with the Collector, yeah, and you saw him licking him later on, and then Howard the Duck was like, well, he let him lick me like that, So yeah, that's interesting. And of course, the villain in this is going to be the High Evolutionary. I was shocked that they were going with the High Evolutionary, but I'm fine with that. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, the final, the last chapter in Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy. Who knows? Will they continue it? Maybe. With the new team? Maybe. Next, of course, the summer of 2023 will be the Echo series. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Maya Lopez, and I really enjoyed the actress who played her. I love that not only is she representing the geeks of indigenous background and things like that, but she represents not only that, but she represents the hearing impaired also, and she's also has a one leg. Like, I'm like, whoa, like, what? Echo never had one leg, but she couldn't hear, but I really enjoyed that. She's deaf, and what I like about this series is hearing that she goes back to her home and pretty much, reconnects with her people and her native background, which I'm always looking forward to that. And of course, Vincent D'Onofrio is gonna be back as Kingpin. I told y'all, if y'all thought he died, y'all were fooling yourselves. I don't know what y'all were thinking. Why would you think that? Did you honestly think that Kevin Feige and them brought that guy back just to get killed off? Are you smoking? I was seeing crazy comments like that. That was a waste. I was literally saying, guys, do you honestly think Kevin Feige would bring that guy back just to kill her off? Just to kill him off? No. And also, the man without fear, Charlie Cox, is coming in this. Dude, like, the future is so bright for Charlie Cox, and he probably has a smile on his face like a Cheshire cat, like, and probably is thanking fans and I'm gonna get to that too as well. But I am looking forward. It makes me wonder, is Kingpin going to be the villain, or will there be someone else in it? So that's also the thing. And this also in the summer of 2023 will be season 2 of Loki. Like I said, guys, before, I didn't hate the Loki series. I'm just kind of burnt out on Loki, because I really wish they'd have put that same kind of time and effort into a lot of the other Asgardians, but they didn't. And but I will watch it. But it's just, I'm just kind of burnt out on Loki and even the variants of him. So, but November 3rd, 2023, we get Blade. Mahershala Ali brings the new version of Blade. No disrespect to Wesley Snipes. Wesley paved the way for the character and just in general for the Marvel movies. But I really do wish, Wesley came back in some form in this movie. It would have been great if he was maybe Samal, Blade's teacher. But I think that's going to Delroy Leonard, which is fine. But it's going to be really interesting for me because I truly want to understand where vampires have been. How have they been in secret? Have they always been around? And has Blade always been around? But he has been so kept secret. And it's not a case that's a stretch to believe that he's been doing all this stuff in the background and nobody's been noticing it. Because they've done that many times in the comics. I remember Eliza Bloodstone saying, I haven't seen a lot of vampires around as of late, and then Blade just turned around and said, "You're welcome for that." And I was just like, makes perfect sense, right? Makes perfect sense. Mahershala Ali is a great choice for Blade. I'm looking forward to see what he looks like. I'm hoping if they paid nods to his classic costume, I'll be like, all right, now get it off of him. Like, do it once and then get it off. Like, I don't need to see Mahershala Blade in that green, looking like he's from a soda pop commercial. Get it? No, you can do it just a hint, like a wink, wink. There you go, homage, but then just get it off. I'm just saying. So I'm looking forward to that as well. The other show for 2023 is Ironheart. Riri Williams. I'm looking forward to this. We will see Riri in Black Panther. We saw her in the trailer. She was, giving Shirley a dap. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of her and how she starts, wanting to make her suit of armor. That's going to be great. I think they've had one person. I think I could be wrong, but I think Obadiah Stane Jr. is in that series. So yeah, they're gonna bring in Obadiah Jr.'s son. And next up is Agatha Hartnett, Agatha's series, but they changed the name now. It's now it was going to be called House of Harkness, but now it's called Covenant of Chaos. I'm looking forward to it as well because I thought Catherine Hahn did a great job as this version of Agatha. I mean, she was scary, creepy. Agatha in the comics was this very elderly woman that she looked like. Agatha looked like a variant of Cinderella's stepmother. She did. I'm dead serious about that. But I am looking forward to it. It makes me wonder what's gonna go on in that series and who's gonna be in that and things like that. And okay. So at next on the list for Phase 5, spring of 2024. The Man Without Fear. Daredevil returns in a Disney Plus series. The Man Without Fear. This character is on a huge high. And what a resurrection. And I got a lot to say about Daredevil. For all you guys that don't know, Daredevil is my second all-time favorite Marvel character. There's only one guy above him, and that's Spider-Man. And I thought Charlie Cox did a great job as Matt Murdock. And yes, it was hard for me to not compare him and Ben Affleck. And after watching Charlie Cox, I was like, Ben who? That's who I was like, Ben who? But he's coming back. coming back, and the series is going to be called Daredevil Born Again. They are taking the name of that classic series that was the downfall and the resurrection of Matt when he was at his lowest. A great story. Frank Miller wrote that. If you've never read it, I recommend it. It is molto bene. I'm not even joking about that. But what's really shocking about it, not only was Vincent D'Onofrio coming back as Kingpin, it is also interesting because this series, hold on, this series is going to be 18 episodes. They announced it. They said 18 episodes. That means up until then, once that comes, if anything beats it, that'll be the most episodes in a Marvel Disney Plus series. No series has ever gone over 10. Not even, over 10. I don't think so. Correct me on that. But they must be going all out. And I appreciate that. And I want to appreciate my fellow Daredevil fans who we never pushed. We never really was going at. We were very, very like, okay, come on, like, you guys got the rights back. Please do something with them. And the moment we started seeing the ties were changing, we saw Matt show up. We saw Matt show up in Spider-Man. We saw Vincent Kingpin show up in Hawkeye. Things were flowing right there. You saw it coming. Something was coming. And then they just announced Matt's gonna be in the new Spider-Man cartoon, and Charlie Cox is voicing him. And then it's just like he's in She-Hulk. We saw him with a variation of his classic red and yellow costume. He's showing up in there. It's like they are really, if I was doing a wrestling term, they are pushing Matt well. They're gonna push him to where he needs to be, and that's great. That's great news, and I couldn't be more happier for Mr. Cox, Mr. D'Onofrio. It makes me wonder, will they bring back any of the other casts that was from the Netflix series? I'm forgetting the actor who played Foggy or Karen. Will they bring I'm forgetting her name, who played Elektra? Or will they find a new Elektra? Will we see Bullseye? Oh my God, things like that. It looks. I'm ready. I'm ready for this Daredevil. This is it's just amazing for just amazing, and I couldn't be more happier. And next, of course, for May 3rd, 2024, we got the 4th installment to Captain America. Captain America it is known as Captain America New World Order. Sorry, I'm sorry I had to do that. I just hit New World Order. I'm thinking NWO. Sorry. I like the name. I have my speculations on or hopes of who Sam is going to be going up against, and I'm hoping it's some sort of version of the Serpent Society, because remember, Captain America Civil War was once titled Captain America Serpent Society. Then they changed it. I'm hoping we do get the Serpent Society. That would be a good adversary for Sam for now, for his first run. Hopefully we'll also get Joaquin as the new Falcon, because remember, Sam gave him the wings, so hopefully we'll see him in there. I'm looking forward to Anthony Mackie taking the reins. He's Cap now, and people need to get that through their heads and understand he's Cap. But it does make me wonder, what about Bucky? Where will he go? And I feel like there's still a lot of storytelling for Bucky as well. But right now, Sam is Cap. I'm hoping we see Joaquin back. And I want the Serpent Society. But a friend of mine, Mr. Multi, says it might be a take on the Secret Empire. Okay. But I want the Serpent Society. I really do. And Phase 5 is going to end with the Thunderbolts. And more likely, this team will probably be what Julia Dreyfus's character is building up to. But I don't want this to just be Marvel's answer to Suicide Squad, because they're not the same. And I'm sure Mr. Feige and everybody that works there understand that. They're not the Suicide Squad. The whole concept of the Thunderbolts has always been villains who wanted redemption. They wanted to change. They were tired of being villains. So hopefully there will be changes. Now, my guess is she's going to be leading with U.S. Agent, because U.S. Agent was on the Thunderbolts at one point, I think I remember. But I definitely, if they don't put Songbird in there, I don't care if she's called Screamin' Mimi. That was her first name. But Songbird better be in this movie. I'm not even joking about that. I want Melissa Gold. We need Songbird. Let's go. I'm just saying. But that's Phase 5. Phase 5 is ending with that. Okay. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Phase 6. Kevin Feige knocked it out of the park again and said, "Oh, well, yeah, that's Phase 5. Now on to Phase 6." The Fantastic Four will kick off Phase 6. November 8th to 2024. I don't mind that they pushed the Fantastic Four back. I really don't. I'd rather them take their time with this. We need a good Fantastic Four. The first family needs to be done properly, done right. We already know who Reed Richards is. I don't give a fuck what anybody said. Anybody come out and says he's not Reed Richards, you are smoking. John Krasinski is Reed Richards. We got the Reed. There's your Reed right there. Let's get Sue. Let's get Johnny. Let's get Ben. If you want to cast Franklin and Valerie, that's fine. But we already got Reed. You don't fuck around and just put him in as a cameo like that. Nah. That's Reed. He's got the job. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Now, I hope the first movie is building up to Dr. Doom. You don't throw Doom in. Doom is another one of those characters. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. You don't throw him into just one movie and then, he's done. No, you build up. Doom should be played off like Darth Vader. I've said that many times. Y'all heard me say that many times. He should be like the Darth Vader of the MCU. He comes in, he's got his own fucking theme music. He is an imposing threat. Brains and brawn. That's what you want. That's the Doom that I know and love. That's why he's my number one favorite villain in comics. Don't fuck around with him. Don't fuck him up. I swear. Do not fuck that character up. But I have faith in Kevin Feige. Faith in Feige, because he has not let me down in terms of a lot of things. He made it perfectly honest. He said, you're going to understand why we built Thanos up so long. He did that. The next one is probably just surprising, because remember what Kevin Feige said? He said there's going to be no more Avengers movie. I heard that comment. I'm like, bullshit. Mr. Feige, stop bullshitting us. Stop bullshitting us. Don't do that. Don't do that. The next one, the next Avengers movie will be called, in May of 2025, will be called Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Let's get a shout out for that. Let's get a shout out for that, because that is X. I like the name. Like I said before, I'm glad Kang is not one and done. He's coming back. But the question really is going to be what this Avengers team going to look like. who's going to be dealing with Kang. So it's pretty much cool with that. And of course, the last one, November 7th, 2025, is Avengers Secret Wars. I bet you right away, Kevin got the Russo brothers on the phone. Yo, we doing the movie that y'all wanted to do. Y'all in? I remember the Russo brothers said that's the only movie they want to come back for Marvel is Secret Wars. Let's go. If they do if it's Secret Wars, and oh my God, I'm looking forward to that. That right there is going to be very, very interesting, and it makes me wonder: is this going to really impact on like the incursion? Like one universe is going to mesh there, and they're going to mesh. That would be. I said this, didn't I? I said this. This is probably how they maybe somewhat incorporate the X-Men. I wouldn't be surprised that's how they do it. They do it, or incorporate a lot of characters into the whole scope of the MCU, and then you could be like, oh, well, that happened because of the Secret War, things like that. And that's it for Phase 6. There are more slots. There's more openings, and it makes me wonder what else will be in Phase 6. I hear them talking about maybe, a Nova movie. Bring the human rocket on. I want to see my man Richard Rider. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to see him. I'm hoping we do get Ghost Rider somewhere down the line. We need him. We need. There's so many characters, guys. People ask me all the time, like, what character do you want to see? All of them. All of them. I want to see how many characters Kevin Feige can put into the MCU. I'm talking all of them. I even the ones even the fucking Sentry. I don't like that character. I don't care for that. But yeah, I think it's time just to go out there. And of course, Phase 5 and Phase 6 has a name, the Multiverse Saga. So let's do this. You can clearly understand where they're going at. I like that Phase 4 really didn't have an overarching threat or overarching villain. It was more about fans being introduced to the new slew of characters and catching up with some of the old guard of characters. That's fine. That's very fine. But the future is still bright as hell, as bright as day, as black as night. Sorry, but yeah, get Green Lantern in here. He'd be like, God damn, they got everything, man. What we doing? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Phase Marvel, Kevin, once again, Mr. Feige, respects. Namaste, respect. Dude, you continue to just prove you're one of the kings, man. I mean, every time he's in an interview, he looks like he shoots himself up with adrenaline because his eyes are always big. I'm just like, man, he must be tired. But he is doing what he said he wanted to do. And once again, going back to all those naysayers that said, oh, Kevin Feige is bringing B-list, C-list characters. How the fuck are B-list, C-list characters who have over 50 years, like Captain America and Thor and Iron Man, those are C-list characters? I beg to differ. As someone who's been reading comics for over 20 plus years, I beg to differ. And I cannot wait. Sure, there are some things that make me wonder, like for example, Armored Wars, where's that out? But the creator said, don't worry, it's coming. So it must be coming. It's still coming. No notion of Moon Knight #2, but I'm sure that's coming. I feel like they're coming. It's just patience. Patience is the key, because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's for us and we as fans gotta be respectful. Just like I said, for us, for the fellow Daredevil fans, we never pushed Feige. Like, when you gonna do it, man? Like, go at him. Nah, I respect that. I respect that. This is gonna be great. It just make. I've said it before. After all the stuff that came out of San Diego Comic-Con, my mind was blown. Mine just blew up because I'm just like, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. And with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed my take and what I think about Phase 5 and 6. You guys tell me in the comment section below, what do you think of the phases, the projects that are coming out there? There's still some more projects. I know there's the Halloween special, the Werewolf by Night special. I'm wondering where that's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, man, like, it's good to be a geek. It is a good time to be a geek, and I cannot wait. Deuces.